Hello and welcome back, Style and Steve here with another series of reviews, hopefully to start. And first up I've got the obvious pop vinyl number 222 and 227, Fourth Doctor and TARDIS, because if you've got a TARDIS you need a Doctor to be inside it. This is the first of hopefully a few reviews coming up from me. I'm getting back in the saddle. I'll explain that in another video, where I've been and what I've been doing. But it's time to get back into reviewing, and I've got these wonderful things to look at. So let's go ahead and get them out of the box and see what they're like, and size comparison them up with a few other things. So, without further ado, they're pretty easy to get out. Actually, have a look at the box first. Only lay Tom to the side there. The Fourth Doctor, as we can see. Fourth Doctor vinyl figure. Warning, choking hazard, you know. It's nice artwork of the figure. Product shot on the side there. On the back it does show other Doctors and villains and accessories in the line. We've got the 12th Doctor, the 11th, 10th, 4th, a Dalek, a Cyberman, an Adipose, a Weeping Angel, and of course the TARDIS. Collect all the Doctor Who from Pop. Super stylized vinyl figures. BBC licensing and etc. Fourth Doctor on the side, Funko on the bottom, just your general packaging. But I think it's cool that I do have the TARDIS and the Fourth Doctor. I'd like to thank my sister actually for bringing these back for me from England about a year and a half, 2 years ago now. That's how long these have been sitting around waiting for a review. So lay the box to the side, bring him back in. Easy to get out of his little prison. And we have the Fourth Doctor in all his glory. And he got dusty inside the box. That's interesting. We have the fedora, obviously, the requisite scarf. He's got his sonic screwdriver on him. Now, interesting enough, the arms don't move, feet don't move. I mean, it's just a pop vinyl figure, obviously. Some nice detailing to the coat and to the hair, and the hat, of course. I believe the head, if I'm right, does move. Yeah, the head does turn. But it's just a vinyl figure. He is what he is. Really nice to see. Nice to have on display, especially with a TARDIS. So I'll lay him down for just a second. Over there. How did he get so dusty inside the box? I haven't had these things out. It's impressive. Well, I'll dust him later and put him on the shelf. So, on to the TARDIS. Take you out for now. Looking at the TARDIS itself. Number 227 TARDIS. You can sort of see me in the reflection of the box. Same information on the back of the box. We have the 12th, the 11th, the 10th, the 4th, and so forth. Collect all the Doctor Who Pop Super Style vinyl figures. Copyright BBC. Nice shot of the TARDIS. Funko disclaimer information on the bottom. And on the top we have the TARDIS. So, we open this up. Lay the box somewhere to the side. And we have one TARDIS. Excess packaging. Spin it around to the front. Some nice detail on the front here. If I can focus up. You can make out the detail on the sign there. Of course, police telephone, free for the use of the public. Pull to open. I don't think that pulls to open, but I believe I can open one door, which just shows you the shadowy interior of the TARDIS. It's done up nice and well. It's dusty too. I don't know how the dust got inside the boxes. That's a first I've seen. But we have the St. John Ambulance logo on the other door. Nice little lock. And it's just your standard blue box all the way around. Nothing lights up in it. The lamp on top is just a clear plastic dome, and it's completely hollow on the inside. Nothing up my sleeve. Watch me pull a Doctor out of my TARDIS, I suppose. Now, he cannot, because of the size of the head, obviously. I mean, you can open up the door, but you're just not getting him inside it. It's more of a nice display motif to have the TARDIS stood there with the Doctor next to it. and it's nice when we get it all in focus. A couple of CubeCraft Steves off to the back. But we have the 4th Doctor with a TARDIS from Funko Pop Vinyl, and I like it. I really do like the Doctor here. I'm a big fan of the detail they got in on the vest and the coat and the scarf, of course. All came out really good. Now, if we put him in comparison with other vinyl figures that have come out, here is the 6th Doctor from the other vinyl collection that I've been coming up with. Now, strangely, these guys have a little bit more articulation. I mean, I can move the arms on the 6th Doctor and I can spin his head around. His head does turn. I'll get him on camera so we can see that. I did a review of him before, but you can see the size comparison and difference between the two figures, and the TARDIS itself, of course. And if we want to bring in my Lego TARDIS, you can see the size of it compared to the Pop one. The Pop one is a little more out of proportion, much like the Doctor himself is a little more out of proportion, just because they are a fun vinyl interpretation of the figures. Go ahead and get the 6th Doctor out, pull the TARDIS out. But if we bring in a regular 6-inch figure, such as the 7th Doctor here, you can see where he stands in comparison. Bend you at the knee, you stand better? Yes. You can see the way he stands in comparison to the Doctor himself, and in comparison to the TARDIS that we have here. And of course, if I move into the forefront just a little bit, 4th Doctor can stand in front of his TARDIS, and I can bring in my flight control TARDIS. Might need to move things up just a little bit. Again, you can see the size comparison, if I just angle up a little bit, between the two TARDIS, and I believe that's the proper plural is TARDIS. The plural of TARDIS is TARDIS. But you can see the Pop versus the, I don't want to, I'll call it more realistically proportioned, because this is in a good scale to the 6-inch figure that's here. 4th Doctor with the 7th Doctor and their respective TARDIS. And these are going to look good on my shelf. I've got so many TARDIS representations around here. I mean, the Lego one obviously is still here, and I've got the Dapple one that's on a shelf over there, and I've got another one that lights up out of one of the little mini kits. I have a plethora of TARDIS to go through. I'll pull the flight control out for now. Lay that aside. Bring back to the center. Whoop. And in the forefront we have the 4th Doctor from Funko Pop Vinyl with his TARDIS. I'm Untitled Steve. I like these guys, and I think this is a good way to get back into doing some reviews. If you do see them around, certainly pick them up. Again, these ones came, my sister gave them to me when she came back from a trip from England, so they were available there. You can find them all over at local comic book shops and retailers, and they're just a fun little thing to collect. So, that's it from me.